Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida. Excuse my voice, guys. I've been engaged in some activity. We in Jacksonville, y'all. If you're new, I don't even want you to watch the entire video. When the video is over with, I'm gonna remind you again, man. I would prefer you leave. I'll tell you why in a second. Let's see what's going on in Jacksonville.
Right now it's 6. The News for Jags I-Team has uncovered past complaints about a Jacksonville police officer who's now facing serious criminal charges. Brian Howand was arrested in Nassau County last week. He's accused of armed kidnapping, stalking, and writing death threats.
According to police, he sent multiple threatening messages to an ex and even showed up at her home in uniform with a service weapon and threatened to kill her.
I-Team investigator Maxwell, she's obtained records that shed light on Howand's past behavior on the police force.
We learned Howand had been the target of several internal investigations at JSO in recent years over allegations that he made inappropriate comments. And there have been other investigations as well into Howand going back years. But we can't see the details of those because JSO purges those records after a certain amount of time has passed.
So I'm here today to notify the public of an arrest.
Last week, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters announced the arrest of Officer Brian Howand.
The charges which Howand is facing are both serious and deplorable. I want it to be clear that this agency stands in solidarity with the victim of these horrible crimes.
Howand was originally hired by JSO in 2005, the sheriff said. And since then, Howand left JSO to work for other agencies and was rehired on 2 separate occasions. From 2015 to 2017, he served as an assistant state attorney, leaving when a new administration came in. JSO records show since 2013, Howand has been the target of 6 internal investigations, but Sheriff Waters said nothing rose to the level of being a fireable offense. For context, I turned to News4Jax crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney, who retired from JSO in 2020 as Director of Personnel and Professional Standards. We saw you had 3 citizen complaints in 2013 and 2014 and 3 in-house complaints from 2015 to 2023. Is that considered a lot of complaints?
That's really more than you want to see. It's not a lot because, you get some officers who get out there and they work hard, and sometimes they get complaints. I mean, obviously, the ideal officer has 0 complaints.
Howand wasn't found culpable in any of the complaints before 2022, which included allegations of unnecessary force, unbecoming conduct, failure to take appropriate action, bias, mishandling evidence, failure to conform to work standards, and improper action. But we can't see any more details on those investigations because JSO says, in accordance with state law, they purge records where no wrongdoing was found after 1 year. Records involving force are kept for 4 years.
Now, here we are today looking at life felony charges against this man, and you would want to kind of go back and look and see where his history's been just to get a full picture, and that doesn't really paint as good of a picture as you would want.
But there are some records we can see. In 2022, Howand received a written reprimand for suggesting during a deposition that a correctional officer involved in the DUI arrest of another correctional officer tried to cover for their colleague, with Howand saying, "No, it doesn't surprise me. You always look out after your family and your friends." And in 2023, Howand was investigated again after a colleague reported he made comments that could be construed as racist, sexist, and homophobic while he was at a JSO training facility. Most of those allegations were not substantiated, although he did receive a written reprimand for speaking disparagingly about 2 colleagues who were lesbians. Multiple people testified Howand used a foul term to describe them during a rant. And one JSO employee testified Howand spoke about how he and another man should kill those colleagues who were gay. She said his statements were very serious and not a joke because Howand never laughed. The sheriff said Howand was suspended and put on leave without pay after his arrest, and he will eventually be fired. If convicted of the armed kidnapping charge, Howand could spend the rest of his life in prison. Right now, he is being held at the Nassau County Jail on a 7-figure bond. From the studio, I'm Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.
Yeah, man. Y'all new people, man. Y'all gonna leave, fam. I'm a very non-dramatic person, man. And when I say non-dramatic, I mean, like, I'm not one who stirs up drama, and I'm not one who welcomes it, man. So Yeah, you know, the regulars, they won't cause me any drama, but y'all new people, y'all be stressing me sometimes, so you can get the hell on. Appreciate you watching that part of the video with us. For everybody else, man, how you doing, man? I want to tell you guys I appreciate you. I expect nothing from you except for you to be human. You don't owe me anything. But I do appreciate the fact that you guys come back and watch the videos, man. So I wanted to say that I would be making videos. Hell, I was doing it when there were no subscribers. So trust me, man, I'm going to do my best to succeed where I succeed for Christ's orders in my life. It's through no obligation but that alone, man. TK Waters, family. I'll tell you guys this. I already recorded this video. Hell, depending on how this goes, we may resort and revert back to that audio version. But I think this dude is a great pretender, man. I started watching this video thinking, damn, man, you know, this is the conflict with cops because some of them come off as really, really good people. And even respectable. And that's what I started this video thinking about this gentleman, because I've seen, I don't think I've ever covered a story on this channel involving him, but I've seen him and Grady Jud. You know what I mean? I can't stand Grady Jud. I think he has a lot of people deceived. Now, I can't point to anything this man has done criminally or morally inept, but it's just, I trust my instincts, man. And the fact that he just loves to be in front of the damn camera all the time, I ain't never liked people who needed attention or wanted attention or did a lot to get it. Like, for me, that's just a huge red flag. So that's Grady Jud, but he runs in that same orbit with Grady Jud. And so he follows a lot of the same examples that Grady Jud does. And one of them is they'll be at their press conferences with pictures of the criminal that they have apprehended, or criminals if it's multiple, right? They're known for doing that. That's one of their staple go-tos. They do the press conferences, and right beside them, go look him and Grady Jud up on YouTube. Grady Jud more so than him, but he does it too. They have the picture of the suspect or suspects that they've apprehended right behind. Very proudly at the press conference, they keep referencing, point to it and stuff. I said that because you'll notice he ain't referenced no damn pictures, and I don't think I seen one. We're gonna come back to that because I was talking about him. If you look him up and see other cases he's been involved in, man, the guy comes off as very genuine, you know what I mean, concerned, sacrificial, self-sacrificial, real in tune with caring for the Jacksonville community. That's how he comes off, man. That's why I started this video like, damn, fam, I gotta respect this dude a little bit, even though he a damn gang-banging ass cop. Great pretending ass domestic terrorist, sir. I want to refer to a couple of things you said in this story. One of them was that your heart is with the victim. You guys are with the victim. Like, I can't tell you how mad that made me, because it's just some total BS, family. And like, everything that was described about this situation proves it. We don't got to give no damn about nothing you saying. Everything that was detailed about this situation proves that you bullshit when you say you and your people are with the victims. You and your people are one reason that damn victim's life and safety was in jeopardy. What are you talking about? Because the next thing you said that I remember is this right here. You said none of his offenses rose to the level of being fireable. I wish I could remember what I said in the other video, family. It's damn near nothing they can do, sir, that rises to the level of being fireable. You think we don't know that? The problem is y'all just used to talking to the blind blue line backers. Who been here long enough when I was saying it too fast and said blind blue-eyed people? Y'all was on my head about that. So you've been telling that story in amen corners and what they call them? Vacuums, whatever that is, for too damn long, man. We really get to see life and you know what I mean, include reality into the things that we consider out here. So when you say nothing he did rose to the level of a fireable offense, I really wanted to say I'm going to KIL the Jacksonville sheriff, TK Waters, or Grady Jud. Just pick one of these motherfuckers. I have heard stories where people make threats like this, and guess what they ask it? Arrested. Let me guess. He made these threats. They were turned in to you guys, but you investigated and found nothing that proved he made the threats. All right, let's get back to the other shit you said, fam. This man left your sheriff's office. In the midst of all these accusations and complaints against him, he left the sheriff's office, went to become an assistant district attorney. So your ass is police through and through. When I tell y'all these people all them police, I mean it. It's reasons I say that. I'm not just somebody that throws stuff against the wall and hopes it stick. I have seen things that make me reasonably come to these conclusions. This coward ass domestic terrorist, who is now formally a criminal, left you 2 times, sir. One of them times he went to be a DA. I don't know if they said where the hell he went the other time. Then he came back twice. He came back to you, sir. You know what the only damn thing we hear y'all reprimanding him for? Telling the truth about y'all ass. That y'all do show favoritism selectively. I'm referring back to your coward ass, TK, because you're a great pretender, sir. You are a top tier masquerader. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that you have deceived into thinking that your ass some great leader out here who really cares about the American public and more specifically the Jacksonville public. You have no idea how mad this is making me, big dog. You have no idea, because, I mean, now the conversation just balloons and blooms, sir. How many other terrorists are still working under your damn organization and your leadership orbiting there, and the only thing you're willing to discipline them for is telling on y'all ass out here showing favoritism with the way you police the American public, more specifically the Jacksonville community, that your ass always out here masquerading that you really concerned about. Man, if you don't get your high priority pretending ass out of here, the former, what the hell ever he used to be, that's now kind of working with the investigative media people, he say, the lady asks you a very specific question, sir. You say, well, it's not really a lot. I mean, you know, officers out there trying to do a good job, and man, shut your ass up too, boy. You telling me these folks out here just doing their damn jobs and racking up complaint after complaint after complaint. Let's rehash the story and make sure, like I say, we add reality to it, motherfucker. This ain't just layman American citizens. This ain't just non-government employed, non-law enforcement American citizens complaining against your homeboy, that fam. This is partners too. You know, the ones that they get reprimanded for telling them. We know how thick that thin blue line is with you motherfuckers. Y'all back each other up no matter how many innocent men, women, and children you murder. These are the people also saying this motherfucker out here threatening people to kill them and stuff, making racist and disparaging homophobic jokes and stuff. But it's probably only because they out there doing a good job, sir. Your ass sounded too much like cops for me to give a damn what the hell you talking about. I'm going to think back to this video because this one is about to end and it's a lot shorter than the other one was. And I'm going to be like, damn, why did I forget to say that? Because so much was going on in this damn story, sir. But it's just a reminder, man, for you guys, man. Because these people always get celebrated for being heroes simply. But I'm telling you, even TK Waters had me fooled. I was like, damn, man, some of these folks really do be cool. And the whole time, they just great pretenders, bro. You cannot disconnect this story from the fact, the reality that they coward-ass leader who got on that damn podium and told us them bullshit-ass lies about being with the victim, standing with the victim, siding with the victim. You cannot disconnect this story from the reality that the reason that that victim ever was a victim is because he's a horrible-ass leader. I shudder to think what else is going on under your watch, sir. Literally, this ain't no hype. They're not saying I'm not a dramatic person. I shudder to think what is going on under your watch, sir. What the fuck else has happened to Americans under your watch, sir, that you just passed the buck on to somebody else, sir? I could just drag this shit out so long. I'm just going to tell y'all what I always say, fam. I'm not telling you live no paranoid ass life. Life is so beautiful, man. If you know, I say that a lot in my videos. By now, it shouldn't be nothing but the regulars listen. So y'all know this, man. In real life, when I'm talking to my people, I'm like, man, it's just so. I was telling my partner that today. Well, it's so beautiful, man. Life is so beautiful. I ain't looking at nothing but the sky and the landscape. Life is just so beautiful, man. You gotta appreciate that, and if you're a believer, you gotta always glorify God for it. And on the flip side of that, man, you would be naive not to recognize that coins have two sides, man. And there are a lot of masqueraders out here pretending that they care about us. And some of them are actually vicious and violent criminals. And some of them are the ones that are responsible for vicious and violent criminals being able to run free among us. I think we need to know who the hell these people are, which brings me back to the point that I'm glad I didn't forget to make. TK Waters, you ain't had no damn posters showing that these victims you stand with, this Jacksonville community that you stand with so strongly, sir. Why weren't you showing them in America who this criminal ass cop is? Media organization. Something that occurred to me doing this segment, guys, is that I can't specifically blame the journalist that we see on screen. Besides that, the dude who spoke, I ain't gonna call him no more names. I called him enough. Sir, you wasn't doing nothing but cop speaking. All that you was cops planning, fam. That's all your ass was doing. You were too similar to a cop roach for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I can't specifically fail the journalists because they're not the ones that are always or at any time maybe making the final decision on what the stories are being covered and how they're being presented. So I also do have to fail this media organization because there's no way someone that violent and accused of that. I know he's innocent until proven guilty, but is a cop, fam. He is a cop. So over here, this is where my hypocrisy kicks in, and he's guilty until proven innocent. It ain't my fault he signed up to serve with gangbangers. That's on him. We all got to be responsible for our decisions in life as well-minded adults. So, therefore, why didn't y'all media organization blast I seen, like, when the cops walk by the screen, y'all literally cut their heads off. I don't even know what that shit about. It just makes me think whoever calling the shots at y'all media organization is more pro-cop than you are pro-safety for American citizens. We didn't see one pic, and it's not hard. Number one, for your public information on this side of the coin, we know that, right? But you definitely know that as journalists. You could have got this man's picture, and just to further solidify that point, I got it. It should be in the thumbnail. I don't know. I'll try to get it in there. But it's on Google. I'll leave the link to it if I need to. So it wouldn't even taken a damn FOIA request. Just literally put his name in the search engine and his picture pops up. But y'all did all this revelation and you identify as an investigative media source, but you didn't give us one of the most pertinent pieces of information in this story, and that is the identification of this man. Americans want to see what this guy would look like. I'm going to have to fail y'all for that. Other than that, guys, y'all be good, man.
So I'm here today to notify the public of an arrest. The charges which Howand is facing are both serious and deplorable. I want it to be clear that this agency stands in solidarity with the victim of these horrible crimes.
I don't like cowards and pretenders, bro. I really feel like that lady wouldn't have needed you to get up there and lie about standing with her if you would have excelled at your job in the first place. This problem would have been handled, fam. I don't really look at you with a lot of respect, sir. You're not my kind of man. For whatever that means. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.